Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night Winston Cup action. One more time, white flag on the season. I'm your host, Shawn with my partner, Milt Minter Jr. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man? Last race of the season.
Yep.
Championship pretty much wrapped up. Is wrapped
Yeah,
up mathematically.
it's wrapped up.
It wrapped up. It's got a bow and a tie, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, just mail it to Matt Watkins now. He is your season 39 Winston Cup champion. But we got one more race just to race for the for the glory of the win, and a little bit of a points battle throughout the rest of the field. But the championship's wrapped up.
Disappointing last race of the season here.
Oh yeah, look at that grid.
30 cars showing up tonight.
Only 30 cars putting a time on the board. Oh, we must be slipping. But yeah, you got Ken Hansen on the pole. Great way to wrap up the season in those Bill Elliott colors. Yeah, the Coors beer can. Representing Bill Elliott in Atlanta. And that's where we are, Atlanta 97, if you didn't catch me say that before. The original configuration, the oval.
Hopefully we don't hear this tonight, for him.
Does that mean you're putting the jinx on Ken?
No, I'm trying to put the anti-jinx because...
Trying to put the anti-jinx.
I'm always, saying great things about him, and then bad things happen, so...
Yeah, I've been watching people crash in the pits the whole time here, too. So this is that's one thing they gotta watch, is that first gear is real tricky getting the car rolling here in the pits, and coming down off the banking into that little concrete canyon, getting it woed up. Some great racing has happened here, both in our history here and in NASCAR history. This is, of course, the configuration, the layout of that famous 1992 race with Kulwicki and Elliott going for the championship, Richard Petty's last race, Jeff Gordon's first, and we got more cars crashing on pit road. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, Ken Hansen on pole, Rick Johnson outside, Chris Beckman, I'm sure we'll hear from him tonight, usually doing the in-race reporting for us. He's starting P3. Ken Shea, he wrapped up the truck championship by not showing up last night. He actually had it clinched. So we're going to have to razz him a little bit about missing his coronation last night. But he's your Truck Series champion. And he's going to be starting fourth tonight. The Highwayman, Jim Christopherson, wrapped up. Did he wrap up a championship? I forget now. Oh my goodness. Let me look at who our champions are actually so far. So Monday night, your Pro Cup went to Mark DeRocket DeSenza. And the Super Speedway Series is the Josh Elliker. Chicken Run, the practice session for this that we run on Tuesday nights, that went to Josh Elliker as well. So Josh swept Tuesday night. The Grand Nationals, that's the other one.
On Fridays.
Yeah, that's the other one Ken runs. Ken runs the Grand National Sprint. He wrapped that, Ken Shea, he wrapped that up as well. The Road Rage was Doug Tivik. The GTP cars on road courses we run on Wednesday nights.
No surprise.
Again, Truck Series goes to Ken Shea. Winston Cup is already locked up, 65 points up, Matt Watkins. A battle for third, second, third, all on back. Various battles through the field there, but the championship's all locked up. Piston Cup still has 2 races to go. And yeah, that's it for our series. So congratulations to all our champions. Before we get started, I want to thank all the sponsors of those.
Drivers, to your car.
Get that list up. Pro Cup sponsored by Ryan Johnson, our admin tonight. Brothers Body and Paint, Checkered Flag Racing, sponsoring the Pro Cup. Slingshot Motorsports, doing the Super Speedway Series. Monsoon, got the Chicken Run again. Scony.com, Dennis Francisconi, sponsoring the Grand Nationals. My teammate Dan putting up the hardware for Pony Express and the Truck Series. Farmer Brothers Contracting, Bill Farmer, putting up tonight's trophy. And then Synergy sponsoring that Piston Cup. So again, thanks to all our sponsors there for footing the bill for the hardware these guys have been racing for.
Footing the bill, dudes getting trophies.
Absolutely.
Dudes like trophies.
Milty's got a few behind him. Mine are up here.
Howdy.
Oh, and there's Dan right now.
Dan Jones in the house. How's it in Canada there?
Warming up.
Warming up.
Yeah,
huh?
it got warm here today, like into the 80s. I was shocked. Yeah.
That's Dolphins
Looks
not
like
in.
though Jim Christopherson had a problem too. Oh wow, Jim Christopherson warped all over the place on pit road. That was the major problem. I think some cars might have damage from that.
Yep.
So what's our picks? I'm going with the 9 because I got the pick first. Coors Beer in the winner's circle, and after
I'm gonna say
the
don't
race.
pick the 40.
Restart.
And we
Yeah,
have
that
to
is
observe a
a
restart, yeah.
well-warranted
Drivers,
restart
to
there.
your cars.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty nasty warp.
Yeah,
Hey,
I saw
Chris.
cars take damage on pit road. Hey, Chris Beckman joining us in the booth.
Gentlemen, good evening.
What's up? Good luck, brother.
So yeah, let's man, you got. I'm gonna go with Watkins. I'm gonna take the low-hanging fruit. He spanked us on Tuesday night.
Are you gonna squeeze the fruit?
Squeeze the lemon till the juice runs down your leg.
Ken Hansen having a little bit of internet issues.
Yeah, well, on the initial attempt at a start there, it was the 40 of Christopherson.
Seem to have calmed down. And
Oh,
it's
he's
going
blinking
back
pretty
and
bad.
forth.
Drivers,
Yeah, we
start
had
your
very
engines.
severe winds here in New Jersey today. That may have worked its way up towards him in Connecticut.
What
was
we're
causing
talking
some
about is internet connection, and
Yep.
the pole sitter is having issues right out the gate here.
Yeah, internet
A
gremlins
kiss of
can
death
bite
or
you here.
What, man? Come on, dude. And he is blinking. This is internet racing, obviously, and you can't have that. It'd be very difficult here.
And this track pretty loose on the first lap or two. On the starts and restarts here. Usually when I recommend getting in the fourth gear, going into turn one, and just riding the brake a little bit. But if you can get a clean start in, this produces some great pack racing. Draft very relevant here, but still got to manage the tires, still got to crack the throttle. Got to nail those pit stops. And we got to tighten those belts up and get down to it here.
The last race of the season, FSB,
Absolutely.
Winston Cup. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Woo! Ken Hansen spun his tires in first gear on that start, but everybody picked up on it and nobody got caught up.
Hey, man, it looks like his connection is solidified. Rick Johnson, been away a few races here, but that 52 car is out for bear tonight. My former teammate, and definitely teammate to our in-car reporter, Chris Beckman. Derby Dawn also in this race. Derby Dawn champion and 4-time ASS champion, All-Star Shootout. In fact, I think he's a 5-time, isn't he? I think he beat my record of 4. The All-Star Shootout, what a thing. And the 9 car is solid here. Looks like he doesn't have to worry about internet issues. That happens sometimes,
There's Derby. There you see Derby in that Demolition Derby car. That's why we call him that. He was an actual Demolition Derby driver, and he painted his car up to look the part. He's got Greg Palmer behind him working on Shane Wisman. Like those two will just get back in line and settle in behind Dan Jones.
Up at the front, they're really getting on the back of the 9 car here. You know, the points battle from second on, these guys are going at it for it. You know, Rick Johnson, he just wants to do one thing here, is win a race and say, you know, maybe next year I'll be the Rick Johnson you remember all these championships I had. You know, he definitely wants to make a statement here.
I was wondering why the chat was so quiet, and it turns out it's because the Gately contingent is there because Slim's not here. Slim Jim Gately in the 23 not making the grid tonight.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you know, it just hasn't been his year. And, you know, who knows?
Yeah, he'll be back at it. You know
might be
it.
fishing, you know. Comes Rick Johnson taking a look at the bottom of the 9. All up, trying to get him loose a little bit. Packing some air on his rear there and trying to get him a little loose, but didn't happen. The 9 gets a great run out of turn 3 and 4. This is one of his best tracks, and when the beer can is on it, he's on it.
There we have on the right side of your screen, there's your series sponsor, Bill Farmer. Thanks again for putting up the hardware this season.
Look at this stud-packed front 5 here. Ken Hansen, Rick Johnson, the Co-Goat, Chris Beckman, and, you know, your umpteenth champion here, Matt Watkins, former champion, the 3-car. I mean, on and on. These guys are stud.
And 92, Kevin Mays seems to have already lost the draft. I'm not sure if he had some kind of problem there, but you see he's 11 seconds plus back. Last car ahead of him is the 19, Matt Ace. Still got to get some paint on that car.
Broker Ace in the race, baby.
Oh, in the 9 car, Ken Hansen blinking again. Blinking real bad.
Going back in this group to the 043 of Brian Lovell. What improvement we've seen this season. We've seen him in the mix the last couple races. More up in the pack, and definitely, you know, getting dialed in, getting comfortable here at FSB.
We'll look on board here with Jeff Hale in the 29 Tide Ride as he tries to work his way under Ken Shea. Can't quite find the line. Thinks better of it before turn 1. And see what these guys are seeing around here. This high-speed oval. $132 laps tonight. Your fuel window is going to be about 32 to 36, depending on how you stretch it.
There you're following.
We got a better run that time.
Look at the 91 going down low, getting that draft at the end of the straightaway.
And meanwhile,
out of the way. Now we're starting to see two wide racing here.
Yeah, meanwhile, the 52 and the 41 teammates there worked their way around the high side of Ken Hansen to put Rick Johnson in the lead.
Ken Shea trying to return the favor, but he shuts the door there.
Yeah, he tried the crossover. Oh, we got 3 in the wall.
Contact.
He saves it.
The 3 saves it. Hard little, that was no slap and tickle up against the wall there. Rick Johnson is your leader now. Remember me?
I'm looking at the right side of that 3 car.
Why don't you go and see how much I've won.
I'm looking at the right side of that 3 car, and he took significant damage in that, so that is going to be like a parachute.
That was a hard lick right there.
It's going to be like a parachute for a rocket, I'm afraid. It's going to be more of a re-entry than a liftoff for him.
Yeah, 9 car.
Oh man, did you
should
see
be good.
Ken Shea got loose off 2, came down I think in front of Brian Lovell there. And so yeah, he moves up to let him go, kind of a mea culpa there, because he knows he almost started the big one.
Well, that's good. Smart racing and also showing class and etiquette. Whoa! Ken Shea almost loses it. Almost
Again.
goes in the back of Steve Weber. He got way too much momentum there.
Yeah, Ken Shea is having problems there on the high side, but he's back down in line, so maybe that'll settle him down.
He seemed like he just come up on the 83 really hard and had to take a evasive action exit stage left.
Now, first he got loose and chopped at the nose of the 43, the 043, and then as I was letting them go by, then he almost does the same thing to the 83. But he's back in line, gonna let those tires cool down, catch his breath.
That'll make your sticker pecker right there.
You bet it will. Wow, look at the teammates there, Rick Johnson and Chris Beckman, just bumper to bumper on the front stretch, getting maximum speed there.
Highline racing, they want to make a statement at the end of this season.
And by the way, they have a third teammate. We mentioned the rare Friday appearance of Derby Don. Well, he's also down there in that team channel, so if they can get him up here, they'll have a nice little drafting partnership going.
Derby's a great driver. The question would be, how rusty is he?
Well, Matt Watkins.
It's like riding a bike, they say.
Matt Watkins makes the move into second there. Probably the only guy on the track who can make a move by himself at this track. Because most of the time you're going to need an ally.
Green flag racing, you got to start thinking about green flag pit stops here.
Yeah, because we're halfway at least through a run. And here you got that 3-car. Mark DeCenza is just going backwards. He's fallen all the way to 13th now into the clutches of the 90-car Matt Stewart. He's just going to let go by.
Greg Ellen's back at P12.
In fact, 3-car is pitting.
Levy, but the levy was dry.
Mark DeCenza pitting. He's probably going to retire it because he just doesn't want to run around with that damage.
Yeah, that's hard. Those 3 there. It happens, and it happens again.
And while we were watching him, Matt Watkins has asserted his dominance and put the 15 car to the lead. I'm watching Mark DeCenza, and he's allowing the crew to service the car. I'm thinking maybe he just wants the damage fixed now and see if he can catch a lucky dog.
Group trying to stay up with the main pack. Starts with Matt Stewart, In-N-Out Burger. And Derby Dawn. Look at that rust bucket. Derby Dawn, you want to know why he's called Derby Dawn? Because he does derby racing, where you're basically
That's what I was saying before. Yep.
Whacking each other.
Ooh, Matt Watkins, speaking of getting whacked there, way out of line. Keeps it out of the wall, but he was up in the marbles. That was the danger zone.
That's Matt Watkins. Every now and then he needs to scare himself a little bit. And, gives him power, He, reaches for the dog side,
Scare him. It scared me.
Derby Dawn working Matt Stewart in the 90. If there's rust, I don't know. I don't see it. There's rust on the front of that car, that's for sure. The rust bucket is past the 90 card. Great job by the veteran getting back on track. .007 trying to get some in and out burger action here. Greg Lovell, the Lovell brothers, battling all over the 007 here. Great run for Greg here. Now he's back in 16th, but these guys are all just as fast. They just need to get some breaks and try to stay with that lead pack.
Yeah, just keep the car in good shape. Keep the right side on it. Oh, we got a wreck on the backstretch. Wrecking hard. Ken Shea, Greg Palmer.
That Stewart's gets by. Oh, heavy damage for the Super B.
Yeah, Ken Shea seems to have taken the worst of that one.
Norwegian wood is not good. Hey, Ken Saska, my teammate tomorrow in the 12 hours of Sebring. Like, dude, you gonna get on and practice after this? I don't know.
I think Derby might have had the best view of this one. Let's ride with the 49 car here.
Derby down. Yeah, you're lifting and rolling through here. Coming out. Hard throttle, and you got, oh, look, almost air for Greg Palmer. Just, oh, Greg got hammered there.
Look at that. Derby was quick on the brakes, and he just went along for the ride there and watched the hood of
the experience of
22.
The former admin, and he got a little
Current
left
admin
slowing down there with Smith. And now we're back live with the 41 Land O'Lakes putter car down pit road.
Derby's still admins the Pro Cup as well as racing in it on Monday nights.
10-4. Rick Johnson having to get around the 41. The veteran just slides through there. That was as close. You couldn't put a credit card between those two. Oh, contact coming out.
Yeah, shouldn't be any
Johnson
harm though.
Loses a little bit of time because of that pit sequence there. That's always the case when you get ahead of. You can get behind on your track position versus your pit stalls.
A little curious how Christopherson got the lead there. Can't imagine he only took 2, but I'm watching the replay myself here on the other monitor.
If you can figure it out, let me know.
Well, I'm watching. Right side went up. Right side go down. Left side go up. Now he took 4.
Well, he must be paying his pit crew pretty good. That was a heck of a stop by him.
That was worthy of a steak dinner, I have to say.
I think he changed over to the 1-bolt pattern.
He's the highwayman.
That's true. The 1-bolt pattern would have made it much faster with only having to get 1 can of fuel that stop. Actually, probably a can and a half, right?
Yep. We had 9 laps remaining.
Yep. So yeah, about a can and a half would have gone in there.
We were running.
He could have went with the can too, but no, actually not, because if you're gonna get 4 tires, that would not be prudent anyway, because tires would take longer than your gas anyway. So
plus we've used more than a can.
Stop,
Yeah, it was just a great stop. That's all there was to it. Pit crew nailed the tires there. Greg Butcher says, "Ouch!" And that's accurate.
That's what his spotter told him.
We nailed that one.
nailed that one.
My favorite is they'll say, oh, we had a problem, and they fire off like a 14-second stop. Like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy, you'll make it up on the track. Like, what was the problem? That was an exceptionally fast stop.
We were eating ice cream.
Well, then they should have more ice cream if they're going to fire off, stops like that.
What happened to Mark?
Mark got had some contact on the front stretch, and heavy right side damage. He came in the pit under green. Looks like he was fixing it and intending to stay in the race. Didn't see if he retired yet. And he's just one lap down, so he's going to be back in the hunt here with a fixed car.
He was damaged car. He was going faster than me.
Well, he was dropping like a stone though after the contact.
"29 laps, so that throws you off your sequence if you think this is going to go green the whole way." But
that's close though. I mean, they would have been pitting like Dan said in about 9 laps from the time of that caution.
Greg
like a 32.
Butcher in the house. What's up, Greg? The Butcher family raced here, husband and wife, for years.
The lights are off on the pace car. The highwayman, Jim Christopherson, will be leading us back to green, followed by Chris Beckman, Jeff Hale, Ken Hansen, Matt Watkins, and Brian Lovell. 5th spot there in the 043.
That's really good. Run from Brian, man. He's just dying to show what he can do, in this pro league. Coming here, getting in the mix, figuring it out, man,
You can't
You need
force
a break.
it. Can't force it. Can't keep doing what you're doing that got you there. And let the good things come to you. As Matt Watkins, on the other hand, can force it. He just throws it in there, and he's going to move up to 4th right here on the first lap.
This field is really spread out. I think we got a car around Wisman. Hardlick, the 90 car of Matt Stewart into the side of Wisman, and the caution is out.
That looks like the 3 of Mark
I
DeSenza
did not like that restart the way it is. The back guys, they just didn't get going there. You got to get up on the wheel every time you get these restarts.
And the 3 car of Mark DeSenza got into that too. The night just gets worse and worse for Mark DeRocket DeSenza.
Sometimes it's a hammer, sometimes it's a nail.
Looks like Shane just got a little loose in front of the... oh man, Hardlick there. A little loose in front of the 88, and cars just kept on coming. Yeah, Shane Wisman puff of black smoke there, and he retires it on the spot.
Tough luck for Shane. Had a great season, very solid member. Racing with these big dogs here.
Here we go on board with the 3 car, Mark DeSenza. You see smoke ahead, and he just starts blowing it up. A little late, but actually he did get hit.
There.
He did get hit, but only slightly, so
Where's
Mark might
my
be okay.
I'm gonna throw up. I can't have another bite. Just one more thing, Memphis. Take a look from the 34 car. You might need to. I hope you haven't eaten yet, because I guess so many cars of the 34 doing the spin cycle here. Oh, got a little love tap there. He's trying to save it. Go around. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. He was going right to left, and he went left to right. If that happens to you, it's probably not going to be good. And you done blown up right there.
Looks like it was the 87 with Tom Jackson who put the real hard hit that finished him off. See what it looked like from Tom's view here. Oh, that hurts. He was on the brakes, but he still just... He found the track blocked in the middle where he was going for. Hey, Brian Rodriguez checking in.
Talk to Shane, but he is decidedly still in the in-care center.
The infield care center. Now you're doing it on purpose.
Well, of course.
And yeah, Brian Rodriguez asked what he missed, and I'd say we missed an almost full fuel run to start it, and then we got a couple of quick cautions here in a row. But I think we'll get it settled back down. This track's known for green flag racing. Hard hit there for Shane Wisman, though. That's got him out of the race. Mark DeSenza, I don't know if he took damage on that or not. It's touch and go there. What I'm most concerned about is that the other car that he made contact with was somewhat airborne when he did
Mark
it.
got damaged earlier.
He got damaged earlier, but he was... Remember, he was just in this one. And I'm trying to take a look at him here in my other monitor. The car doesn't look any worse than it did before. I think he may have lucked out there.
Wrangler jeans. There's some tight-fitting jeans.
I do see a little gap in his, where the nose piece meets the hood. You see, you look at that right hood pin, right by the fender. You can see a tiny gap at certain angles between the bodywork there, and that's usually indicative of some nose damage. And that's going to be the most of his concerns, and I don't know if that's from this last accident or from the first one. He might be okay if he can stay tucked into what I call a pocket, car in front, car behind. But we'll see as the night progresses what he's got left in that 3 car. But for now, the lights are off on the FSB pace car. Again, Highwaymen, Jim Christopherson leads us to green with Jeff Hale, Matt Watkins, Chris Beckman, and Ken Hansen in tow. Here on lap 35, this is where we normally would have been pitting if we had stayed green, or probably a lap before, maybe. And green flag back in the air. And Jeff Hale gets a whale of a start there. He's already breathing down Jim Christopherson's neck. And I tell you, I don't like going in side by side on cold tires in the turn 1, but Jeff Hale, he's fearless, and he says, I want the lead, and I'm taking it. But Matt Watkins fighting back on the bottom. Jeff Hale closed the door. He can. Safely gets around him. Jeff looks loose on the bottom, though. He's pushing up the track. He's got to pedal it, and everybody stays off him. It's good heads-up driving behind him. You get the car loose in the middle around here, and the car starts to walk up, and you got to crack the throttle. He's pushing up again off 2.
Where did he come from? I mean, wow, we're getting some lead changes here. Oh,
It's tough to pass at this place, too, and he knows it, so he wanted that pass right there on the restart.
Well, Jeff Hale is so good out the gate with cold
Oh, the 9
tires.
car, serious warp issues again. Ken Hansen. I have to wonder if that wind that was giving us intermittent problems here in New Jersey today. It hadn't worked its way up to Connecticut. I was a little concerned today with the wind causing our internet to blink that I was going to have problems tonight, but so far so good, knock on wood.
Nose to tail here. How about Brian Lovell hanging in there, making these green and yellow flag pit stops with these studs and hanging in there, Rick Johnson, and you don't want that guy behind you, but Brian's running
on the move
free
right
here.
now.
Gotta keep it up.
Man, the move right now is Ryan Johnson there. Look at that. He makes his way around the 088 of Greg Lovell, with Billy Yarborough pushing him through. Sets his sight on Dave Ellens in the 115.
Yeah, Yarborough was real cautious at the start there, just kind of hanging around. He's starting to move up. You know, he was definitely disappointed that he wrecked dude. I can't remember which guy he wrecked, but he texted me and was like, man, I screwed up,
Oh, yeah. I did that to Shane, who got the short end tonight, too, but I did the same, sort of the same thing on Tuesday. I got under and pushed up more than I thought I did and knocked him around. That set him.
Yeah, you're a pro,
You feel like dirt. Yeah. Everyone can do it.
Yeah, it can happen to you. That can happen to you again.
I'm one of those guys when someone. I'm one of those guys when someone else does it to me and it was legitimate, just oops, I'm like, whatever.
Exactly.
It's all good. It's just racing. But when I get it to someone else, I feel like I'm an ant ready to be stepped on. And just like, ugh.
You hate to be that guy,
Exactly.
You can see 30 guys out here that have the same
Ryan
mindset. Rick Johnson trying to side draft, but getting outfoxed there a little bit by the 43, but now he gets back in there. But he's got the 51 of Dave Henry on the inside.
Hey, Ryan's looking frisky down there.
Sorted out here. 83 car of the Big Cactus, Steve Weber.
Whoa, Dan Jones, loose, and around.
I don't know if he got sideways.
He saved it. He saved it. Ryan saved it.
Still trying not to wreck,
oh, caution behind.
Buster's off the hot dog, and then they slide it back on at the last moment.
Well, this all started.
A problem magnet is the 3 car tonight. He tries to get wound up. I don't know if he got contact from the rear. That was very close with the 007 and whoever was behind him. We'll have to look at that. I think he was already starting to get loose, and dude was trying to stay off him, but still, there might have been contact.
And 007 didn't get any contact, but they stacked up behind him. Ryan Johnson, amazing job keeping off him. And then, Decenza gets around, collects, pops Marguson, and the 115 Dave Ellens. You can see the rocket retires right there on the spot. Oh my goodness. Oh, late hit there too. I had turned the camera off and off the broadcast there and turned away, but I didn't see this. As Pops was getting rolling, he turns up the track and right in front of the 87. Tom Jackson never saw that coming.
Wow, Pops looks like he's done. And Tom Jackson, let's see what happened here.
Yeah, let's take a look. He's coming around. Coming around.
It's still green.
All right, caution comes up. Let's see, clear track ahead of him. Clear track ahead, clear track. Oh, okay, cars are going to the bottom, and here comes Pops.
Oh, okay, Pops lost it already. It pulled down in front of him.
He was getting rolling again. And Tom Jackson's car has got, Tom Jackson has retired it.
probably will throw Will Pops. Pops got popped there.
Pops was trying to get rolling. And
when you get off that
pulled up in
banking
front.
and it goes from banking to flat or even maybe off camber and you try to get on the gas, get back going, you're trying to turn left. But
plus this first gear, as I mentioned earlier, it's real short.
looks like that car just got away from Pops there and he pulled up in front of Tom.
Yeah, this one's really tough pulling out of the pits in first gear because it really wants to break the tires loose. And that could definitely happen getting going on a start. We got Warren Johnson in the chat. Wait, are you not in the field, Warren? What's going on? The 6 isn't out there, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Warren Johnson, new member. Definitely made an impression so far in Friday nights and other nights of racing. We're looking forward to
a race last week.
Yeah, looking forward to another great season for you, Warren, next time around. Or in the off season too. He's going to run in the TCR, I believe, on Tuesday nights. That'd be the Team Concept Racing. Tom Jackson checking in from the Infield Care Center in the YouTube chat. Says, woot woot, that was a fun season. Man, that was a tough break for you, Tom. We're glad you're okay and talking again, because that was a hard lick. That was 2 hard licks, actually, for Tom. You got a part of the wreck right before that.
Brick wall right there.
Yeah, but you could see from the in-car replay there, though, is, looked like smooth sailing ahead, and then out of nowhere, boom.
Well, it's time for a stiff one for Tom Jackson there.
Oh, Warren had an appointment tonight. That's why he missed the start. Speaking of appointments, I've got my first...
life gets in the way of sim racing sometimes.
Speaking of appointments, I've got my first shot scheduled for the first week of the off-season there, so that works out nicely. April 9th. Gotta drive 2 hours south to Rowan College.
Good hard racing, as usual. A lot of green flag laps, and this stuff is not easy, folks.
It's not. These cars are loose on the start. They're really loose if you have to check up for something, which we saw there. Cars started checking up with a loose car ahead of them, and it all just accordioned. Give a call to Ryan Johnson, though. He did a hell of a job staying off Dan in the first place and then saving it when he had to bail to the apron after getting a little tap.
Ken Shea still hanging in there with that beat up 91 car battling.
Well, I'm surprised. Yeah, that car has seen much better days. As you look at the back of the Super B there, it's not so super looking right now.
B for bad.
B for bent, as you look at it from the hood cam of Rick Castle. And we are back to green. Rick Castle doesn't get a particularly good start either. I wonder if he's got some kind of motor damage.
Long way to go. 85 laps to go. 75, excuse me. Lots of action, packed racing, ready to go here. Seems like the field really got up on the wheel there this time.
Ooh, the 91 of Ken Shea gets a little loose down to the apron, saves it. And Ken Shea's got to be hanging on with both hands there with that torn up race car.
Yeah, it's going to affect his rear downforce. He's going to get loose as a goose. It might be good at first. So we'll make the car turn a little bit better with freshies, fresh tires.
Yeah, but it was
Fresh
already
four
loose on the start.
Good years. But as time goes on, that thing's get looser and it's gonna get loose.
It's gonna get looser than Milty's imagination.
Absolutely. All kinds of things ran by there, and they were not PG.
Man, Jeff Hale was almost into the back of the 15 there. Has to crack throttle, keep off him. You know, Chris Beckman was trying to get around him.
Green flag run. They want, they want to make some moves here. Here goes our sponsor here, Bill Farmer, taking a look at Greg Palmer. Greg's been, he might have, his car looks pretty good. The Notre Dame car looks good, but he's got a few dents on that thing. Comes the Valvoline. Looks like a Pontiac there. Valvoline.
No, it looks like a Buick or a Chevy, and then we got cars around behind them.
Buick. Well, you don't want Ralph and his Buick. Caution is out.
It looks like Ken Shea has retired.
Kevin May's getting going in a 92 car. I don't know if he got caught up in that.
And there you have it. It was just the 91 around. Catches Jason Dolfer. And a long slide after the initial impact. See it again from Jason Dolfer's perspective there. Just pinned against the wall.
We just talked about how bad that car looked and probably handled, and so there it is.
Yeah, Kevin Mays was just slow in to miss that. Properly got down to the bottom track, loaded up, so good job there for the 92.
Down pit road, Matt Watkins champion, and trying to put an exclamation point on this. You think these guys don't want to beat this guy? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. While these guys hit the pits, I'm going to grab myself something to drink, and I'll be right back.
Matt doesn't have that sweet pit stall, so we'll see how this works out. Car's dropping. Matt gets out first. The 29 comes right behind him. 41 and the 52 teammates. A little bit of just a slight fender rub there. No harm, no foul, no blood. The veteran, the multiple champion, Matt Watkins, nails his stop. And so do all these guys. Yeah, we can safely say I think the 9 car is, dodged the bullet, having some contact early, blinking, internet issues. We'll have to see if that, if his luck will change here, but he's definitely bad fast. Jeff Hale doing a little bit of cat and mouse there all over the back of the 15. But we know what Jeff do, and Jeff is great at restarts, and he does not lose, concentration very often. And he's really psyching himself up here for this. We got Dan Jones and Dave Ellens in the house. What's up, guys?
Hey, Milt, how you doing?
How you doing?
I got caught up in that little kerfluffle and got some right front end damage on it. So, yeah, I know. It's hard
Well,
to turn the car now.
Yeah, you're running solid, and did you get some damage fixed in the pits?
Yeah, they fixed it, but apparently there's only so much you can do. So, yeah, we'll see what we can get out of it now.
Well, that big old chrome front bumper of yours should handle some of that. So,
Yeah, the bumper's fine. It's the fender that's dented.
Yeah, when you got damage here on an aero track, it can be like a parachute too, so that's a tough break there.
Yeah, I'm pretty good down the straight, but it just won't turn like I want it to now. Anyway, have fun, guys. Thanks
right,
for everything, and we'll see you in a bit.
All right, thanks for checking in,
brother.
Dave. Yeah, Kevin Mays hitting pit road now. Is he on the lead lap? I guess he is. He just stayed out to get a lap led and a point, I guess. The old Dave Marcus point.
Dan
The
Jones,
lights are now
how's your
off.
car? Dan Jones, you got a copy?
Sure do.
How's your car? A little bit of damage also?
No damage.
Oh,
Yeah, he had the scare. He saved it, but it was the wreck behind
then
him.
I
that started
caused
up.
the accident, so I'm going to be playing it cautiously. Don't cause that second incident.
Yeah, that's the way we got to do it here. That's the way to be.
yeah. FSB rules, 2 incident rule. If you get caught up in 2 incidents, you're asked to park it.
It's really hard to pass here, and that low line's really greasy.
Yeah, especially the first couple laps.
Yep. And if you cut it too short at the end of turn 2 and 4, it keeps turning on you. It keeps going towards the inside wall. So I try to keep it just above the racing line.
Well, there you have it from the drivers
Pace car
in the
off.
mix.
Pace car off. Matt Watkins will lead us back to green this time. With Jeff Hale chewing on his bumper the whole way down the front stretch.
Beckman wants to get back to the 52 so that the Highline guys can work together here. But they're very patient. Rick Johnson, I mean, when you race with this guy, he has a notebook, and it's thick.
Like we got
he's taking
separated
a
there.
look early on the 9. And looks like he's side by side. Looks like he's going to make that pass. 9 has no help. He could get freight trained here.
And caution out
Johnson
again.
diving it in. Did he make the pass on the 15?
I don't know. Let's see what the official... No, Matt Watkins still scored as your leader.
Yeah, he didn't make it by the line, so... Rick Johnson is coming here. He had the 15 right where he wanted him. The Go-Goats going at it. Well, I'll say one thing. The 52 is showing tonight. Remember me, folks. Go look at that trophy area of FSB.com. Got a few in there.
Well, here we have it. The 22 of Greg Palmer and the 59 of your series admin, Ryan Johnson. Going into turn 3 side by side. We're not sure exactly.
58 took the blame for the incident.
59, you mean?
No, 58. Johnny Doucette.
58, really?
Yeah, he just posted it. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. It was
That could be something else.
Yeah, it could be
we're
unrelated.
watching completely different kerfluffle. We go back here and Shawn rewinds it. Fans, this will be the last broadcast of the season, but we got to give a big hand here to Shawn, how he handles this stuff here. And,
Thank
Way to
you.
go, Shawn.
gets it together. You got to give this guy kudos, man. He gets it on here. It's like watching the real racing. It looked like a
Ooh, it
little bit
looks
of
like he
up
got
and a little
loose.
bit of down, but I think it was a little bit more up for the 59 there.
Let's go helicopter here.
Even series admins make mistakes.
Don't I
But
know
let's
it?
see helicopter here. Yeah, I don't know. You know, now you look at that, you see the 59 holding his line, and it looked like maybe the 22 might have came down on him. That's racing incident right there.
Yeah, it looks like 22 might have expected that there was more room there, but he also watch the
There we
car
go.
language, the body language of the car. He's loose right there,
Yeah, he's
and
getting
that's
a
when he
little
starts
bit
drifting
loose.
down.
And Ryan's pushing up a hair, you know, so
Yeah, and then
that's how
also
racing incidents happen.
you notice that little glitch right before they hit. That was someone joining the server. Someone who'd retired came back in, and I don't know if that affected them, but you can see it affects the replay. Which find it again. There.
Yeah, I see
See that
that.
little glitch? That was right where Shane Wisman rejoined the server after retiring
We're
with
in
his
the
wrecked
matrix
car.
right now, man.
And then right after that, boom.
I just saw the
Yeah, he got loose.
black cat walk by and do the same thing. I just saw it do 30 seconds ago.
Was it the same cat?
It was the same cat. I'm sure of it.
Let's see what Johnny
Where's my
Doucette.
phone? I need to get on it.
Let's see what Johnny Doucette was apologizing for here. Maybe something as they came back to take the caution.
Well, I'm not seeing nothing here yet. Could be something that happened a couple laps earlier.
He got an end of the longest line also, so maybe that had something to do with that.
Can't for.
Said he had an ink, but he saved it. I don't know. Let's watch his whole lap there before the wreck happened behind him. I think maybe Johnny just hit the wrong. Oh. He thought he was loose.
He almost hit the inside wall.
Yeah, I think he thought he caused that, but he did not.
Yeah, and it's, you know, teammates, it needs to be in communication, make sure, because, you know, if you think you got one incident, you drive different, definitely.
Johnny Doucette has retired, too, and I don't think he needed to do that.
He is Canadian. We do say sorry a lot.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, lights are off on the pace car. I think it's time we start thinking green here. We gotta project green thoughts onto this field, onto this track, and onto Matt Watkins, your race leader here on lap 63 restart. Green, green, green.
Almost to the halfway point.
Yeah, we are 3 laps from the halfway.
This is a gaggle, but how about the 088 a great level up to P4 from the rear with the gear?
Plus, it was, I thought he got caught up or was very nearly caught up in some of those incidents earlier, but he's looking strong now.
gonna start thinking, did we miss something? You know, on this pit sequence, we were looking heavily into the. Did he not get tires? We're looking heavily into the wreck. So there he ended. Matt Watkins out there, boot scoot boogie out there sideways, and he's getting a freight train here. Here they come.
Gotta get the feeling that that's by design for him. He might just be saving something. Got something up the sleeve. We said we got about, we are right now at the halfway.
At the halfway point.
So it could conceivably be done in one more stop from here.
Absolutely. That would be 33, 34 laps. That's stretching it because we've already been on the track a little bit. I think he just might have gotten. I don't think he wants to get juggle-lugged by this group here.
They don't want to fall too far
back. He started
back.
the side draft a little bit.
Oh, they're real close behind them.
Though.
You might be able to find a gap here behind the 088 in front of the 9. 9 gets a good run off the corner. And 088 does not. So that closed up that gap.
I'm gonna go back with Greg Level while you carry on the action and just see what he did under.
Looks like Matt's gonna fight back all by himself on the high side and reassert his lead of this second pack. I think Level might have some kind of damage because, Matkins was just able to power around him there.
He didn't pit at all.
Well, that could be it too. He's gotten up. He got track position through pit strategy. They may be paying for it with some, fighting damage and fighting tires here.
Yeah, that car's getting really tight coming out turn 3 right there.
You can see again the car language, the body language we talk about in these cars. And you can see his car is not rotating center off like anybody behind him is, and he's going to get freight trained now in the turn.
Well, you got to, take a chance and hope for another caution. Get that nice looking Chevy up there.
Yeah, this is a sweet looking car. Let's get a closer look at that. Nice big, nice grill work there on the Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Using the gold version of the logo there. Kind of like it came straight off of one of their trucks.
That car is tighter than tight coming out of the corners.
Yeah, you can just see, again, the body language of the car. It's showing tight and tighter by the lap. So he does not want this to go green all the way because he's going to end up having to pit before everybody else.
Well, just like you said, Watkins slides in P3 behind the 52, and the two co-goats go at it. He likes being behind him. He can try to work his strategy, see what the 52 is going to do, and he's going to try to save tires and hope they can work the 29 late in the run.
Now, knowing what I know about these top 5 drivers here, Jeff Hale is hammered down. He is not saving an ounce. He wants to be up front. He wants to lead. And he wants the car to go as fast, as fast as possible. AFAP for Jeff Hale. Rick Johnson, he's going to be playing a long game. He'll be happy to let Jeff Hale use this stuff up, as would Matt Watkins, as would Ken Hansen, as would Chris Beckman. And then behind them, Brian Lovell. Brian Lovell's another guy who likes to have it to the firewall. He's going to be getting everything he can out of that car right now as well.
But this has been a very disciplined run for Lovell. staying right on the strategy of the leaders, not deviating and executing pit stops, which is, it's one thing to think, okay, I'm going to follow these guys, and yeah, I'm fast enough on the track, but then you got to execute everywhere. No mistakes. Starting to pull away from that second pack a little bit.
The Highwayman.
007 and the 40 of Christopherson, the Highwayman going at it.
Yeah, they've fallen a little bit off of this draft. They need to get together and get something working if they don't want to lose touch.
Weber in the 83 behind them. He just can't seem to get the pace to move forward. He can stay right where he's at, execute, a former world champion at FSB on Friday night. And he won that championship by doing that. But can he get some mojo here to get forward with these guys as they start to spread out a little bit?
I'd say sometime in the next, let's see.
Yarborough in the 54 moved up from the rear with the gear, but as I've experienced, once you get to the cream, the crop rises and it gets harder and harder to make moves once you get up in this towards the top 10 in this league.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're back in the field, it's easy to cut through because those guys have damage or what have you. But you get to the cars in good shot.
Hard.
And 15's taking a look
Making
on
a move on the inside. Billy Yarborough in the Real Tree Chevrolet. Can he make that pass for the top 10? I talked to Bill this week. He's definitely looking to improve, but he can't get the momentum there. He's going to stay out of it so he doesn't slide up into the 51. They continue to battle. It's good side by side, hard racing here, folks. Our Sebring ride tonight for Donkey Bob Racing. We've had some issues here. I'm getting some texts. Ain't coming. They'll keep battling though.
Speaking of battling, yeah, Greg Lovell, he has fallen pretty far back here. So he's definitely on older stuff, possibly with damage. He was up there fighting for the lead. Now he is 14th and losing the draft.
Yeah.
Ooh, right side scrape for the 15. Matt Watkins.
Tires are bad.
Matt Watkins, a rare mistake there. Scraped some wall. I don't know if that was hard enough to do any damage.
Matt Watkins knows he's reckless. But he's a champion. He knows how to do strategy like no other, and yet he still drives like a madman.
Yeah, he's strategic kamikaze. That's how I would describe him. He gets everything he can out of the car, but still manages to follow a sound race strategy. I don't know how he does it. I can't even begin to emulate it.
The 088 in the box.
Looked like we saw the 31 of Brad Otto also on pit road.
Yeah, they did their best there, and we're hoping for a caution. That was a track position move, but not gonna happen for them. Race ain't over though. Gotta keep fighting. Never know how this could go. We see the 007 getting real tight. No damage for him, as he said, but
yeah, but if he's used up the tires fighting for those positions back, he can start to fall off. We're gonna see this lead pack pit.
What did he do? These three guys that are battling him, What do? They're great on long runs. Weber, the 51 of Dave January, and the 54. And there's contact with Bill and Dave. And the 51 goes around. Bill really trying to push the issue as far as getting the draft to get around the car on the outside, and got in the back of the 51. Yep. Caution is out.
And here we have the replay. This throws a monkey wrench into strategies.
They really want to get around Dan there, and
I don't think he got touched.
No, I didn't get touched.
I
didn't
don't
touch
think the
that.
51 got touched either.
Oh,
No.
just got loose.
He may have gotten loose in front of Bill there. Okay, let's look again here.
I think he got bumped. It looked like that in the rear view.
All right, we got the helicopter up here.
He's definitely bumped now. He's got severe damage. So here we go. Helicopter view. It looked to me like Bill got in the back.
Yeah. See how the gap grows from the 83 right before the contact? He was loose trying to save it.
Yeah. But that's usually how that happens, because these guys are on the edge, and bam, he hits the wall right next to that truck. I hope they're okay in there.
Yeah, I think 51 got loose before the contact, and that's what led to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're so on it that you have no time to react. And even though Bill did hit him, it was obviously because dude got loose.
Let's watch it from Bill's roof just for a little
Gonna step
clarity
away
here.
for a minute. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
Oh yeah, Dave slowed very suddenly mid-corner, like he was loose and stomping on it. Yeah, it's a tough call when you're live there in the seat, like Bill is now. Like he doesn't. In his mind, he may have thought it looked like he got loose, but don't know. So I'd say he probably has to run the rest of the night, just assuming that one's on him, even though preliminarily, I would say it was probably not. Again, all calls we make up here in the booth are non-binding. But that'll put a damper on his style for the rest of the night, no doubt. Meanwhile, again, this threw a strategy and, threw a monkey wrench into the strategy of people who are looking to just make it on that one stop. We're still going to have to do two. Do one rather here, but it's going to be split differently. Guys might come in the window and try and beat everybody to the pits and out. Some guys are probably going to run it dry, counting on the caution, and then maybe take 2 tires, can and a half, can. We're going to take this restart about lap 90, which is going to give us about 42 to go. And that is, less than a run and a half. And you hear guys clutching out there, too. They're saving every bit so they can take as little as possible on that stop.
Yeah, because they're not going to make it in one now.
Well, they are going to make it in one, but it's a matter of, is that going to be a 1 can or a can and a half stop?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
As Shawn
My
said,
math is
people may
off
come
once
in at
again.
22 laps, split the difference.
Yeah, some people may split the difference. Some people may pit as soon as they're in the
I
window, and
always
some
like
are going to run it dry.
Yeah, split it up. So, you got 44 laps. Should be, 90.
You're gonna take this
Yeah,
restart about
be
42
like-
to go.
Yeah, so it'll take the restart about 42. So
Yeah, lights are off, so it's gonna be.
because of the tire dag and so split it in half. But I would say if you're back in the pack a little bit, or even back in the top 5, you're gonna wait and see what that 15 does. Will he run it out? Will he not? Will it get to that? Stay tuned. Why we
Well,
watch
pace
this
cars
stuff?
off.
Every race is different. It's not a first-person shooter.
Man, Hale's all over the 15, but tucks it back in, going into turn 1. It actually gets a little push loose there. Slides up the track.
How many times in my career have I seen that 29 all over the back of me? His restart, he's on it,
You recall the highwayman there, Jim Christopherson, back up to 3rd place after dropping back in the field for most of the night.
But that little bit of aggressiveness and having to back off, he's got to try to defend that inside, being very careful, and really gets a good run. Here comes the 52 down on the inside.
He's looking low. Get the help from Hansen. You know he's going to get the help from Beckman.
It's hard to pass, but it ain't.
Oh, the 19 to Matt Ace. Oh, man, he
big
catches Webb.
Steve Weber hard into the wall. They're crashing behind the 007. Greg Lovell.
Oh, it's the big one, folks. It is the big one.
They're all getting going, but they're all beat up. Now you start thinking about
Oh, the 83 got loose first, and Matt Ace tried to miss him.
the window. One more full tank. Joker Ace getting stroked right there. Somebody on fire there. Valvoline car on fire.
Yeah,
On
Jeff
fire.
Havoc.
Jeff Havoc. My gosh, on fire.
Jeff Havoc was minding his business, having a solid run there, and he just got a big old piece of this.
I think the Weber got loose.
Yeah,
and
Weber got
caught
loose.
it, but he spooked the 19 of Matt Stroker Ace there, and so he got sideways, and then they piled in the back of him.
And there was some hard hits around there. Again, the
At that
101s.
pace, I mean, as
smoking
fast
heavily.
as they're going, man, dude, that stuff happens fast. Maybe we get some in-car here. Down pit road. Matt Watkins.
How'd you like that rollover, boys and girls?
That was
Jeff Havoc out of the infield care center.
pretty dramatic.
And
Well,
again,
I need to get
all
with
4
program.
wheels up, flew the motor.
Jeff, nice run for you, but you got caught up in, as we're looking now from your
Yeah,
roof
on board
cam
with
here.
Jeff's car here. You see smoke
Smoke,
cars.
slow down. He's
on the
slowing
brakes the
down
whole
by
way.
160, 70 miles an hour. You just can't slow down.
And we
Tried
got
to
walls
do
on
the
both
right
sides
thing.
of there. Walls on both sides. The track was completely blocked. There's really wasn't a whole lot
He's
Jeff could have
on
done to
fire.
miss that.
Come on, far.
Mofar.
Yeah, tough break there, Jeff. But yeah, it looked like you were just having a good, solid, quiet run there, and trouble found you.
Yeah, I got a little bit of damage on the wall when Ken Shea spun that second time, but other than that, I was doing pretty good.
Look, as a conscientious observer, your improvement is to the last several years, and now this season, once again, every year you get better and better, man. You know, and you don't give up. You run. You know, so put that in your bank. You know, you definitely. You know, when you have disappointment, it sucks. You know, but you got to look at where your program is going, and it's going up. You know?
Oh yeah, you guys just wait till next year, man.
Absolutely.
I'm
That's
like
the
the bad
spirit.
news bears out there, you know, second place. Took that first place trophy, and yeah.
Right on, Jeff.
Well, you guys,
Also known as Tower.
you guys do a great job in this broadcast. Keep it up. I'm gonna log out of here. Go watch it myself.
Right
Take
on,
care,
All
brother.
right. Thanks, Jeff. Better luck next
Take
time,
care,
buddy.
guys.
Have you a cold one there?
3.
There you go. Oh, this is pro sim racing, folks. I mean, it's difficult. If it wasn't difficult, these guys wouldn't put the time in, you know. Rick Johnson's coming there. You can see the 52 has got the. He's like Watkins, but he's different than Watkins in a way. Rick, sometimes he just really lulls you to sleep of what speed he actually can have. He's so great at kind of hiding it and saving it. You know, I think he wanted to be up in the lead. He showed that, and then, you know, I think, you know, getting around cars on pit road kind of hurt him. So I think at this point he probably wants to see green flag racing and green flag stop here. As this will really get in his favor. We'll have to look
Absolutely.
at exactly.
And look up here at the 59 of Ryan Johnson. Picked up some spots there. That's probably a 2-tire stop.
Does he have damage though? Was he in one of those?
Ryan has
early
stayed clear.
incidents?
Yeah, Ryan's been like me last night in the truck race. He was around all the incidents, but never took any damage.
He was like
from
at the party, but when the cops came, he left. You know, before.
Pretty much. That's what it was like for me last night in the truck race. Our truck finale at Texas. There were about 6 wrecks that happened in front of me. I never got a piece of any one of them. Pace cars off. Jeff Hale on the point. Jim Christopherson, Ryan Johnson,
What
Rick Johnson,
speed
and
does
Chris
this guy
Beckman.
have? 1 speed. That's balls to the wall.
And you can see Jeff Hale gets a monster restart there. And
Well, when
Ryan
you race
Johnson
against
pushes
this
up the
guy,
track.
You gotta know that. You gotta pressure him and try to make him use his tires up. He's done a great job at adapting his program to have a little more patience, and we've seen that. And he got a win this year, or a podium. I can't remember. We got to hear him talk, which I just love hearing him talk with that southern drawl. You know, he's been through a lot, man. Back surgery. Couldn't even sit in the rig. I mean, you think that these guys. Well, if you're watching on Fox Wednesday night. Oh, we got a car around.
Oh, that's
hard
Jeff
into the
Hale.
wall.
Jeff Hale in the wall.
And oh my gosh, this is Jeff. The ultimate broadcaster kiss of death, and we'll have to see what happened there. Now, all cars stopped on the track. They're trying to figure out where they need to be. The 40 of Jim Christopherson almost got hammered by the 043, but these guys Pros, they pick lanes when you slow down, just in case that happens.
Oh, I'd
And
say
he got a
29 had
little
some
bit of
help there. Yeah.
Oh, that was contact straight up there.
Remember what I was saying about me and Shane Wisman on Tuesday? That's exactly what I did to him. I didn't think I pushed up that much, but the replay showed, you know, I came up about as much as
In the heat
as
of battle,
Christopherson did there.
It's easy for us sitting out here down pit road. Rick Johnson in the 52.
Jeff Hale has
You
retired.
paid for him always PPG and then the red box Ford.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson continuing to stay out, as well as the 40 of Christopherson. Well, all the rest of these guys come down pit lane. Well, those guys are probably going to stay out and then pit the next time by and try and, as you see, Matt Watkins just gets fuel.
Rick Johnson, fuel. And he gets smoked. Or did he get 2 tires? Let me see. Let me take a look here.
They're at the 40 and the 59 staying out right now, but I got to imagine they're in this time by and topping off that fuel.
Rick Johnson got left side tires. That's why he lost track position there.
Interesting. He must have taken 2 last, right sides last time.
Yep, he went, and so did the 41, the teammates. As fast as that could drop, they got out, which won't. Well, you know, with the fuel they had, that should top them off, and they should be good. And they will have better tires than these guys in front of them. A really crafty move there from the multiple world champion and his teammate Chris Beckman there. Let's see how this pans out, but
You got to figure the 40 and the 59 will be on this
they
time
hardly
by.
lost any track position, and if this thing goes caution again, they're going to have a tire advantage, and they're going to stay out. Don't try this at home, kids, you know. Tom Jackson talking about the tires, they fall off real quick just when you feel good about them. So even if you can get 2 and you see an opportunity, that's from somebody who was in the race. So. Well. What do we have here?
Drama. And we have the 40 and the 59 staying out.
Gabriel running great here. Hopefully he, well, I mean, you drive to live here, so, but hopefully he understands it. Probably wasn't his deal the last time, so he could drive free gratis here. Which just means, you still got to race clean, but you got to be, at least it'll take a little bit of stress off you. Level still in, Brian Level still 7th with these studs, man. I'm telling you, he's really showing me something here at Atlanta. Atlanta Lakes, cream butter all around him here. Rick Johnson. Guys are, serious individuals, man. I think this is a really, no matter what happens, this is a really big, hey, you better look at that 043 car in the future here, next year.
Now in the present now, we got the 40 and the 59 out there on a different strategy than everybody behind them. 15 having topped off. 54 back in the picture here, 4th place, Billy Arborough.
Tires matter, I'm telling you. The Highline guys are sitting on a sack of seeds right now. About to plant. In fact, let me make sure I'm not tripping here. What the 15 did.
Pretty sure it was fuel only. And 59 Ryan Johnson, stab and save off turn 4.
Oh boy.
Chris
boy.
Beckman slips through, and we're under caution.
Throwing them fuel concerns away.
It appears a ripple effect of that save by Ryan Johnson sent Derby. Oh man, hard wrecks all around here. Oh, Matt Ace goes flying.
Greg Lovell flying through the cat.
That was Matt Ace.
Relative Jim Lovell was, spaceman there. Our man flying through the air. Oh my gosh, Ed Drunker Ace doing some Joey Chitlin stuff there. He got about a telephone pole high. And Matt Ace he got aced right there. He got the dead man's hand, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely aces and eights there, and he is probably done.
Derby Don. Oh.
Derby Don's
he
probably
likes
done.
contact, except in these kind of races. Otherwise.
Meanwhile, the Canadian Bond there, Mr. Dan Jones, my teammate and our in-race reporter,
I think Q
seems to have slipped through there unharmed.
Go.
That's right on board with. See, Lovell was loose ahead of him before this. Oh, a little bit of contact with the 9, it looks like, and maybe some wall. Dan, how's the car?
A little bit of wall there. Yeah, Dan gummit. There. Well, Bond takes a few hits every now and then, James Bond.
Brian Lovell has brought the car in for service.
Blimey.
So Brian must not have felt too confident in those tires.
Here, and Bill Yarborough up in point decides to stay out. Now, did he get 2 tires the last run? We know Beckman did. Watkins, fuel only. Johnson, 2 tires. Dave Ellens. What? Well, he had some damage, but he didn't have a heck of a lot. He definitely was downplaying what his car could do. And now he pits out of P7.
The car is still out there clutching, saving every drop of fuel they can.
These guys might be worried about not making fuel. 007,
I have to believe they are.
Right side tires for Mr. Bond, James Bond. Fuel. 4 tires for the 007. He's going for it.
After that slide, figure he's got to. I know, 26 to go here.
Just like 10 or something,
My tank
Those
says
4
none.
Freshies are going to get some.
There's going to say a splash, so hopefully you go green here.
And did you get any damage in that Milt?
No
Dan.
damage.
Wow, that was very lucky because you were enclosed in wrecking cars.
couple
Yes.
little bumps there, but you know that
Nothing this Chevrolet can't handle.
absolutely. Well, you're Canadian, man. You know, you're our, cousins. You know?
Supposed to see the USA in a Chevrolet.
You're gonna prove me wrong, right? It's a Toyota.
No, I'm pretty sure that. Well, it's a Pontiac body,
Oh,
but it's the Lumina
It looked
template.
like a Pontiac.
Yeah, with this 88 mod, some people have made
And dude,
a
man,
Lumina
he's a
template.
driver, not a car technician. You know.
Is he on the
Let's leave
valence there?
mechanics handle
Is he
that.
is he
This
is he
the car
on
drives, you know?
Milty on the valence there? It says Lumina. It's in black, but it says Lumina.
Okay,
But it
so
goes in
he's
the
got it
Pontiac
down.
body. It's still a GM.
And roll motors.
I think Chris Beckman's also driving the Lumina out there.
Oh, we got multiple strategies here.
Multiple. Ding.
Ding.
Ding! What happened to the dinger, you know?
I ran out of
These guys
that.
put on too good a show for us to waste our time dinging on stuff. When we could be-
it was like
I had to
starting-
run. Yeah, I had to run two programs to use the multi counter. I had to run two. I had to run two programs to run the multi counter, and it took up 4 buttons on the main screen of my Stream Deck.
It's all
So
about
it's
these
like,
guys
yeah,
and what
take
kind
up the
of show
space.
they put on. But it was cool, you know. I can go ding, you know, if I want to. Well, the trends of the cautions and of the race.
And we are back to green with Bill Yarborough out front. If you hear any silly sounds in the background, it's because my wife has drank an entire bottle of wine by herself.
Got a girl.
Milty says that a girl.
Oh, level up! Oh, and a little bit of contact with Matt Stewart. How
Looks
is
like we're
Matt
still green,
Stewart
though.
still in the mix here? I don't know. No harm, no foul, no blood. Mrs. Reap, you know, I'm virtually shaking your hand right now. Never know, bro. Oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? You know, the 06 of Bill Farmer. What a great run tonight. Son ran last week, and he was in the mix, baby. But, you know, Bill, he's a trudger, man. Oh, and the 54 gets high and tight, and Bill gets that spot. Great job. Great race for Farmer. He's up to P4.
Yeah, that 54 of
Now,
Bill
dude,
Yarborough is just dropping like a stone, though.
Right on
Oh, wow.
Done watching. It's 4 wide on
Major.
the back straight.
Major loose incident there for the 043. He saves it, though. And somehow everybody misses him.
Papa's in 4th, son. Little Farmer in the house watching.
Look at that 06 Valvoline machine. Great run for a series sponsor. I get the feeling he's probably on fresher tires than some of the guys around him, and that's helping him right now.
Things you must see from Little Farmer, absolutely. Yeah.
Things you like to see. It looks like Will must be posting from the phone, and autocorrect took
There
over.
you go. Yeah, yes, sir.
Meanwhile, they're getting dicey here on the right side of your screen with the 59 and 007 and 54.
Meanwhile, the Highline guys, the 41's been following the 52 all night. You know, I've been the 52's teammate, and we talked about this. So these guys are teammates. Like, dude, you know, 50 is really calm dude, man. Doesn't say very much on the radio. Like, you know, our best bet right now, I guarantee you, is saying our best bet right now, hit 1 and 2 here. When we get closer to lap 132, then we can make, you know, we can get some, you know, go to business, you know. But right now we're teammates, and these guys know that. 52 taking a higher outside in line than the 41. of Chris Beckman. That could be a little bit of defensive move on the 15 because he wants by. Let's get the go time here.
Now, what's the 40 got? It looks like the 40 and 59 have finally pitted on that last caution. Get themselves tires and fuel. And Highwayman sticks it down underneath
like
Farmer.
Well, Farmer, no yellows, please. He wants Papa up in the mix.
Now, the Highwayman is on a mission here. He's gotten around Bill Farmer, and he's clearly got fresher tires. He has set his sights on this lead.
At this point, as teammates, you're like, what do you got, Chris? I'm good, if you got a faster teammate, you want to let it by, that's fine, but this is probably not a good time.
No, he will get freight trained with a quickness.
What do? You work together and you try to defend a little bit. They're running that bottom right down to the line here.
And they lap the heavily damaged 49 car Derby Don Corritzen.
He's probably got a little blood in it, leaking out his mouth. No problem. He's Canadian. He's tough. And he's used to Derby racing. It's great to see him back on the track and running so well.
There we go. 40's got the line. He's got the line on the 15 and can't stick it, though. Remember, he's got a race with an incident on his head, and he is loose and saves it, and he's going to lose a ton of momentum here.
Here comes Dan Jones on the inside. They're 3 wide behind the leaders here.
That's what those leaders want to see.
Matt Watkins is giving it a little bit of space here. Why? Because I know this guy. Trying to save a little bit of tire here. Trying to work it towards the finish. Fuel is a concern. Ryan Johnson, where did he come from? He started to get aggressive. He wants to get by and get on that podium. Points battles with these guys too. Besides Matt Watkins winning the championship.
Well, the points battle is it's for second place. Rick Castle is currently in second, but not having the greatest of nights. He was 65 points back. Jim Gately didn't show up tonight. He was 68 points back. So Ryan Johnson's most likely to end up second place here, as he's going to gain points on those 2 cars ahead of him. Plus Mark DeCenza was behind him. Jason Dolfer was behind him. Both those cars damaged or retired by now, as well as Ken Hansen. So I'd say second place is pretty well the territory of our series admin, Ryan Johnson.
The 2 Bills going at it at the end of this lead pack, and they're losing space with the leaders. They don't want to do. Yarborough trying to save a little bit of tire maybe and try to come after Bill Farmer here. We'll have to see. Could be just these guys are 2 tires.
Dan
tires.
Jones slips into
cars
fifth.
are not handling like they would want. And Yarborough seems to be falling back. Last lap 31.056, best lap 30. So he's the second off his best pace. Let's look forward. A great battle behind them too, with Rick Castle, and like you said, talking about points, he needs everyone he can get here. The last race of the season, so we need to see these podium guys, but we also need to see the podium of trophies here. up in the booth. I think we can
That's gonna be
handle
one.
that.
That's gonna be one long post race.
Well, you know, could be
Might
worse.
as well.
We'll have a month off after this, so
Yeah, we'll have a month off from the Friday night broadcast. I'm gonna try and stream and drive the TCR event on Tuesdays, and we'll see something about next season as far as Friday nights go. I might have something up my sleeve for that.
well. Highline still 1 and 2. We're coming up on about 7 laps to go here, so I need to make one more good run there.
And so far, these guys are pretty much single file. Obviously, Jim Christopherson, he wants by that 15. He wants by him something fierce, but he's got an incident on his head. He's got to keep that in mind, and that's going to curb his aggression somewhat. Yeah, if not significantly. We'll go 3 wide into 1 almost. Matt Watkins has the line on Rick Johnson. He's going to bring the highwayman Jim Christopherson with him. I think these guys have the 4 fresh tires compared to the 2 left sides that that the 2 sorry, cracking up. Tom Jackson going to Spotify for season 40. Spotify doesn't do video streaming, do they? He's you only do music off that. Oh man, they got all the way down to the apron off of turn 2 there, but they hold it.
Coming up on 4 to go.
You know, Chris Beckman likes all this racing behind him. As the highwayman looks to take it 3 wide into turn 1, something's got to give, and it's Rick Johnson stuck up into the marbles there. A little door bang, no harm, no foul. And the highwayman, Jim Christopherson, with his 4 fresh tires and the Western Auto Lumina, is now on a mission. He's clear of all the other cars on older stuff.
Well, here he comes.
But what has he used up? What did it cost him to get there? Does he have enough left?
Rick Johnson's a great teammate, and he did a great service there, battling those guys, but doing it clean and getting out of the way when he had to. But, you know, he's on the same tires as the 41, so the 40 is closing fast. All over the back of him, coming up on 2 to go.
2 to
Can he
go.
make
What
it?
can he do with it?
What can he do with it? They're pretty much
Chris
facing
Beckman.
the rest of the field here, so
Chris Beckman doesn't have any friends left behind him. Rick Johnson has fallen back.
Watkins is, really tight on the nose. You can see it pushing up.
I feel like Watkins might be on the oldest tires out there, but he's just so good. He's able to keep it up.
Exactly. I think he's really hurting right now.
White flag in the air, and Jim Christopherson needs some kind of help to do something, anything with that 41.
Chris Beckman, we've watched, in-car reporter, watched this class act. This guy's a severe pro. Can he finish the deal here? He's at a disadvantage tire-wise. He's going to have to defend.
But it's not. It's enough.
It's
Didn't
enough.
have the. Yep.
Attaboy. Woo!
Watkins.
Yeah.
Sorry. Beckman, Christopherson, Watkins is your top
How
three
about that?
finish in order
Man,
there.
they sputter all over the track now.
How about that 007 bouncing back from adversity, got himself into the fourth spot. Rick Johnson holds on to fifth, and Ryan Johnson sixth.
Great teamwork from the Highline guys. Rick Johnson working. He knew the 41 was faster. He's a multiple world champion, but instead of fighting the deal, what he did was let his teammate by at the right time and then made it hard for the other guys. That's great teamwork. That's a great team win for Highline Racing.
Chris
Rick
Beckman
Johnson
picks up.
is a super stud, and he has so much information, and to be just a part of his team when he was with us at FSB was just wonderful. He just made us all better, and he gets to see his teammate tonight burn him down, man. I'm telling you what.
Yeah,
That
first
was
win of the
great
season for Chris
road
Beckman.
racing right there at the top level.
There we go.
Yeah, some Jeff Gordon burnout there. Some Alec Kawicki.
Well, look at
and
Kevin
smoking
Harvick's
him.
there.
It's not his first burnout.
Oh, no. Definitely not.
Friday night, last race
Well
of the
then.
season. Well done.
There you see the points as we came in. As you saw, Rick Castle was 65 back. And let me move some windows around here for the post race.
Oh, we can't get Slim Jim. He's not here tonight, but we should.
Yeah,
get
Slim's
at least
not here.
get,
We'll see where he
Matt
falls
and
back
Rick
to
up
there.
along with the race winners.
Tom Jackson doing a stupid dance. Greg Butcher saying good job. Absolutely, that was a great win there for Mr. Beckman. We appreciate him popping in to the booth all season long, doing the in-race reporting. Dan Jones hung on for fourth. Great job, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, awesome run, dude.
I thought I had something for those guys with those new tires.
Yeah, but you used it up getting up there, and I think that's
Sure
a
did.
problem that Jim ran into too. Just saving my copy of the replay, which is difficult because I actually had whiskey this time, and it is gone, as you can see.
Whiskey River, don't run dry.
Because this time I actually remember to take my medication in the morning, so it's worn off by the time we go on the air. Getting this elbow fixed up, yeah, it's a process. All right, let's see if our points have updated.
Okay, what a wonderful season, and
There they are. The points did update. So Rick Castle held on to that second spot. Ryan Johnson
how
moves up
about
to third.
that? That's a great season for Rick.
Absolutely, great job for Rick. He's been killing it. He's been improving steadily every week since he's come along here, and it's great to see him grab a season podium there in the 124 Crown Royal Chevrolet. So I'll send Milty off to gather our podium finishers tonight, as well as Mr. Castle and Johnson. So, yeah, you see Matt Watkins just absolutely put a spanking on the field for the whole season. I mean, 71 points, that's almost 3 races in our point system. A maximum points night here at FSB in the current point system is 24 points. That's for leading most laps and winning. And so, 3 of those would be 72. So, yeah, he is 1 point away from having a 3-race lead over the whole field. That is absolute dominance by Matt Watkins. You see why we call him the co-goat. You saw how strong Rick Johnson was out there tonight. That's why he's the other co-goat. Many-time Pro Cup champion, and I think Milty has done the impossible. He has herded the cats, and he's got our entire podium
They did it all themselves. You know.
for the race and
Actually,
for the
boss
season.
came on Sam and said, "Hey, you guys get up there."
All right. Oh, when Sam speaks, we listen like E.F. Hutton. And so let's just go through our race podium here. I'm sorry, who was third? In the race that was
That would be Matt Watkins.
Mackins was third.
And
your season champion and your podium finish for tonight. Great job, Matt. Were you on the oldest tires out there at the end? I think you were.
Probably. It sure felt like it.
I don't know how you kept up like that then.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. So I was just hoping for a caution, and it coincidentally never came. So I'll take it on.
You'll have to excuse us for rooting for not a caution because we wanted to see all these strategies play out. And we did. So
Yeah,
great race,
absolutely.
great season. I was doing the math here. You were 1 point away from having a 3 race lead when this is all said and done. Ryan got the points updated. Rick Castle is in second and 71 points back. So
Well,
you spanked them. There's no two ways about it. You spanked them.
Race guys first, right here. So T2, Jim Christopherson. Dude, man, I think you had a faster car. You just needed a little more time to get around.
I think you had the freshest tires out there in stark contrast to Matt there.
Yeah, I gambled a little bit on that last pit stop. Just came in because I figured I was going to get railroaded if I stayed out with all the fast guys behind me. So I used a little bit too much up trying to get by Matt. Man, he's tough even on old tires. I couldn't get by him. By the time I got by him, it was like, shoot, now I got to go catch Chris. And Chris, you did a great job. Congratulations on the win. Awesome job, man.
Yeah, well, great job there, Jim, too. You've wrapped up the championship in... Wait, did you wrap up one, or was that just Ken Shea who's wrapped up this week? Let me get back here. Oh, yeah, Ken got... Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we're still going at it in Piston Cup there. That's right. Yeah,
that's right. Well, we got a couple more to go, right?
So if you feel any pinpricks, let me know so I'll know that my voodoo doll is working.
All right, no problem, Sean. It's going to be fun.
All right, good. I'll give you my number so you can let me know if that's working.
All right, and a quick shout out to my mom and dad who are watching.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And great job there, Jim. And Chris Beckman, our in-race reporter and race winner. Great job out there, man. The left side tires, I didn't have a lot of faith in it, but it worked out for you. So tell us about your run there.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. We had gotten so twisted up on our strategy. Me and Rick were really going back and forth, just trying to figure out what we could do to help our cars without getting too far back in the pack.
Well, I was thinking you guys were so smart, and guess what? You won the race. So, but Rick's car really kind of didn't come in with those left side tires, and but yours did. But the great thing was when you got Rick Johnson as a teammate, he just held those guys up just enough to give you a lap or two to get a little bit of distance, and that was great teamwork. And unselfishness from the multiple world champion to put you in a spot to win that race, and that was, I mean, as far as watching and being a teammate of his and watching how you guys worked that was great. Yeah, I'm sure you were scared, like it was a good strategy, but you won the dang race. So.
Yeah, right. Well, I wanted to get that Friday Night Monkey off my back. I felt like this track owed me one from last season, so I love this place. I felt like, we had one of the strongest cars tonight. And I thought if I could get out front, I could get out there. I was really worried about Jim. He is so strong on fresh tires, and I thought for sure he's going to get up there and get me.
Yeah, hard as it is to pass here, I think Jim just used them up getting to you, and that was a ball game. Plus, he didn't have any help because Matt was holding up the rest of the field there on his no tires, and yeah, you made the right call there in the end, even though you probably had your moments of doubt. So great job there. Thanks again for all you've done all season, popping in and out, doing the in-race reporting. We really appreciate
absolutely.
That.
Very informative for the fans, and I know that's hard, and driving at the same time.
Yeah, splitting the focus.
Yeah, you guys will have to forgive me for not coming up much there those last 30 laps.
Well,
believe me, I understand.
You're trying to win the race, and you did.
A quick shout out. I got some family here visiting. I want to give a shout out to my Uncle Scott and my niece, Grace. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Right on. So
Go high
now
five,
we look at the championship
Uncle
points
Chris.
here, and P3, Ryan Johnson, where did he come from? He gets the third place trophy on the podium for the season. Ryan, great, solid season as usual.
Yeah, had a pretty good season. Wish I could have got the victory lane, but I guess I stayed pretty consistent. Nothing for Matt, obviously. So, good season to Rick Castle getting second there. That's pretty cool. And congrats, Matt.
Awesome. And thanks for all you do, keeping the series running there. On the spot, adminning. Got those points updated for us at the end, making the schedule and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Definitely appreciate that, Ryan.
Absolutely.
My pleasure. It's a good time doing it, and seemed like I had something to say there, but I've lost my thought. So carry on.
I have no idea what that's like, man.
I love my wife. That you should say that, because if without your wife,
no, I know what I kind of had my hands full tonight with the clearing of the lucky dogs and stuff. It got a little confusing at times, so yeah. I corrected
we didn't even notice.
Mistake I'd made, but it was hard getting it cleared and moving forward after, looking at the buttons. And it was kind of tough tonight because it was loose going into one. So
yeah, thanks Ryan for all you guys do, and Milty and Shawn for the broadcast, man. It's awesome. Thank you guys a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Ryan, I'll have to teach you how I do it in the off season. Get some macros going for you, make it a little easier.
Well, I have hotkeys. All I got to do is punch in a number and enter, but it was still tricky.
Hey, okay. That's Shawn, all I do. I have it ready to go, and I just have my hand over the enter key. So as soon as it says green, I hit enter, and then I'm back on the shifter.
Yeah, it just where it was, and I won't go into this too much detail here, but where I was having to hit enter was right where I'm getting on the gas and trying to hold the car from spinning.
Yeah, because that first gear was tough.
It was a tricky spot. So
yeah, okay.
Hey, Shawn, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Darby and Rick. The Highline guys brought me on this season without really knowing too much about me, and that was really nice. I appreciate those guys.
Absolutely.
That was a smart
Great
pickup, guys.
Both of them, former teammates of mine. Great people, yeah, and they're heck of good racers.
Let's grab Rick Castle,
yeah. Rick, are you kidding me, dude?
I'll tell you what. I went into this race thinking
in the season, brother.
Yeah, I went into this race thinking the first thing I got to make sure to do is finish this race, and it wasn't easy. I think I avoided the first three cautions narrowly, and the last one give me some motor damage, but the car wasn't too terrible, but it just didn't have the speed after that. And shout out to my teammates Ken Hansen and Matt there to keep the 31 back there, because I knew I was racing Ryan Johnson at that point, and trying to just maintain the spot I had, because I figured it was going to be close. I wasn't sure if I'd still be able to hold on to it, but it was a pretty good season overall. But it's sort of like Ryan was saying, trying to get that victory lane would have been nice.
Well, dude, man, I mean, your professional attitude, your cleanliness on the track, and your sportsmanship, and the fact that you finished behind Matt Watkins,
albeit 71 points. But
I mean, it doesn't matter, man.
Hey, nobody else was within 70 points, so there you go.
Serious dude you're racing against there,
Yeah, Rick, I've been watching you improve the whole time since he's been here. And you nailed it there. That's the thing you got to focus on. You got to focus on finishing the races, and it takes you a long way. And if not for Matt Watkins, you'd be in first place there.
Well, that's kind of how Steve Weber won his championship. It wasn't a Matt Watkins that year, and
it was Christetter. It was Ed Christetter, and he didn't show up for all the races.
And I mean, just great job. And
then your 11-time champion.
What do we got here for the last
congratulations there to Matt Watkins and Ryan Johnson also. Great season.
Yeah. 11-time Winston Cup champion. 99th win was the last one out there. as Jim Ray pointed out. And so yeah, next season you're going for your century win on the Winston Cup and going for making it a dozen, I guess.
My gosh.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty good season. Definitely a really good job to Rick and Ryan for top threes. It's not easy to do in this series, very difficult series. So they did a good job, and congrats to Chris on the win. Whether I had good tires or bad tires, it would have been tough to beat him because he was fast. So good job of those guys. And yeah, next season might be a little part-time deal, so it might be open season for somebody else to win it. And I'll show up on a few tracks, see if we can get number 100.
Yeah, you're gonna do life, man, and it's not like I mean, you're gonna have to build a whole trophy room for all your trophies. That's for sure.
That was a fun season. I appreciate you guys for showing up every week and putting this on. It's always pretty cool to watch it, and you guys do a good job.
Well, it's always a lot of fun. Thanks, guys, for putting on the show, giving us something to talk about. Again, I want to run through our sponsors. Of course, tonight, Farmer Brothers Contracting, Bill Farmer, putting up the hardware. We thank him for that. That'll be in the mail shortly to Mr. Watkins there. Ryan Johnson, not only admitting tonight, putting up the hardware for the Monday Night Pro Cup that went to his teammate Mark DeSenza, if I'm reading the points right. So congratulations to Mark for the Pro Cup championship there, and thanks Ryan for sponsoring. Slingshot Motorsports, sponsoring the Super Speedway Series. Josh Elliker picked that up. In fact, he picked up the double with the Chicken Run, sponsored by his teammate, Steve Weber, who also admins that series, Monsoon Motorsports. You're going to see a pattern here. A lot of the admins are also sponsoring series, so we appreciate the double duty there, including the Grand National Sprint Series, then Francesconi hosting that and putting up the hardware there. That went to Ken Shea. Yeah, Scony.com. Hardware goes to Ken Shea.
This amazing dude, man.
Dan Jones, not only putting on the N Race report for us, along with Chris Beckman on Fridays, but sponsoring the FSB Truck Series on Thursday night, and that one also went to Ken Shea, who did not show up for the final race, so we have to bug him about that one more time. And then Synergy Motorsports sponsoring the Piston Cup, which still has 2 races left, so we'll see how that plays out. But we thank all our sponsors for season in, season out, putting out the trophies for us to race for. It's just a fun extra thing to add in there, and of course the admins for putting in the time that they do to review incidents, run the series, set the schedules, etc., etc. Of course, Sam Young, the man behind the curtain, getting all the other stuff that we can't touch. But you guys, we saw what he did in Make Your Head Spin. We thank you, Sam, for keeping this going. NASCAR 2003, and here we are in 2021, still bringing 32 cars on the track at Atlanta on a Friday night. It's awesome. Gotta love. We still got this going all this time later. Thanks, Milt Minter Jr. all season long, joining me from cross country and my broadcast partner. Here, fist bump to the camera. Social distance. Boom. Thanks for all you do, Milty. And man, I think we got it covered about there. Thanks everybody for joining us out on YouTube tonight and every night, keeping the chat flowing, keeping the likes and subscribes in there. Hopefully get the word out there that we're here. We'll be back next season, and come on out and join us. If you're watching, feeling timid, come on out. We'll get you set up. But until next season, for FSB Racing Live, I've been Shawn Reap, and we'll see you then.
Peace out.